Hi, this is Mikey from Serpico, and you're watching The Angel of Metal.
Alright guys, this is The Angel of Metal and I'm here with Mikey from Serpico. Hi Mike.
Hello, how are you?
I'm very good, how about you?
Oh, could be worse, you know, like...
Yeah?
It's just having an amazing time on tour with my mates with three cool bands and my own band obviously. And yeah, it's amazing.
Cool. How did the band form?
Well, originally I started off with just me and my mate at school. That was like 5 years ago or something, and then we kind of wrote some songs together, and then we kind of went to different universities, so it's kind of drifted apart. And then basically I tried out for some other bands and I didn't actually get in, and they've subsequently gone nowhere, so unlucky. But yeah, and it just kind of really spurred me on to doing my own thing, and I did basically the equivalent of internet band kind of dating, and just kind of, you know, handsome man looking for handsome guys to be in band, and you know.
You have found them.
Well, I didn't find handsome ones, but you know, 1 out of 2 ain't bad, you know.
Okay, cool. You're currently on tour with Aiden and Kilhano.
Yeah, and Brigade, don't forget
Brigade. Yeah, so how did that come about?
Just the same way that all tours come out. Everyone always thinks there's some amazing science. You email their agent, their agent emails back and says, yeah, all right.
Okay.
And that's it, really. I mean, that's all that really happens. So the thing is, we're kind of trying to complete the kind of goth punk set, because we've got AFI, we've got Wednesday 13, now we've got Aiden. We're sorted. I mean, maybe My Chemical Romance, but that's the next one.
Hopefully.
Yeah, that would be quite good.
How's the tour going so far, and where are you next touring?
Well, it's going really well so far, like, unbelievable, considering we're on kind of 10 minutes after doors.
Okay.
So everyone's just kind of, yesterday in Glasgow we actually finished by the time that doors were actually advertised on tickets. Doors were at 7 o'clock, but they moved them back to 6:30 because there was like a 10 p.m. curfew. It was rubbish. But yeah, and so it's been kind of really tight time-wise, but the reaction of the crowds have just been honestly mind-blowing, unbelievable. Just everyone's just been going crazy, and it's amazing, because all the other tours we've done, like, it's been kind of cool and people have come up and been like, oh yeah, that was really good, but they've just kind of been standing watching and clapping and stuff. It's never really had kind of big circle pits and everyone bounced. But you know, today in Bristol and in Dublin and everywhere, it's just been jumping, and it's been crazy. Really proper actual gigs. It's good fun, like.
Cool. When I first time met you, you were supporting the Stone Gods, and you were telling me that you've toured that much in Manchester. You know the bouncers.
I do. I was looking out for my mate. There's a proper big lad with a long hair downstairs, and I was looking out for him downstairs, but he's not in today, so I'm feeling a bit sad. I'm feeling a bit left out. But I remember the guy that just said that we couldn't film in the dressing room. I remember him as well. He's not very nice.
No, he's not.
No, but
grumpy git.
But we're all right in here. To be fair, we actually found a nicer room, so
yeah, with comfy seats.
Yeah, with comfy seats. How luxurious.
Absolutely. What have you been doing since first met you in January?
So January, yeah. Well, as soon as we finished that tour, we actually went in the studio in a place called the Chapel in Lincolnshire, where loads of people like Cradle of Filth and Bullet and me and loads of people have recorded. So we basically tracked all the guitars and stuff there, and then well, it's kind of a funny story. We didn't really have that long in the studio, and our producer Reese has just moved from Vancouver, where he used to live, down to Los Angeles, and he's like, yeah, man, I'm not sure we're gonna get time to do all the vocals over here. Maybe, do you reckon you could come out to like Los Angeles and stay with me for like a couple weeks and record? I was like, yeah. Twist my arm, why don't you? So after much persuasion, and obviously my dad was delighted to hear that. I was just like, yeah, Dad, yeah, I just gotta go off to LA, finish recording. He was just like, you jammy sod. So that was amazing. And so yeah, we went and stayed with Reese out in LA, and it was amazing. Got to record in a really cool studio, yeah, it was just great fun. Got to hang around at the Rainbow with Fear Factory and stuff. It's good fun. Just the normal kind of things that you do, you know.
As you do.
Yeah, who doesn't hang out with Fear Factory at the Rainbow, you know?
For the writing process, do you all contribute as a team, or is there one who like writes it all?
Well, you know, I don't want to blow my own trumpet or anything, but yeah, no, it's mainly me. Yeah. I mean, obviously, people come up like Johnny, our drummer, writes his beats. But like, you know, too obviously, you kind of go, well, I kind of want this to go boom, and they kind of go, okay, cool, and add his own fills or whatever, and then Steve does his own guitar solos.
So you jam the melodies.
Well, yeah, I mean, basically, I write all the kind of the songs, the structures, the lyrics, and whatever, and then people kind of add the flourishes, you know. Ollie might add a little kind of bit of guitar here or there, and Steve will add a solo, and he'll maybe add a bass run or whatever, you know. So everyone kind of has a little bit in the end normally. Yeah. But I kind of come up with the basic. Here we go. Here's a song. So yeah.
Okay. Can you tell the viewers and listeners about the new CD?
Yeah. Well,
how many tracks and stuff?
It's basically 8 new songs. I mean, obviously not new to us, but newish songs. Because that's like some of them we've just, because as I say, I've just been writing for the past kind of 5 years, so it's just kind of accumulated. Oh, that was a good song, and then I've written loads of other really rubbish songs.
So what would be new to people is actually old to you?
Yeah, some of them. I mean, some of them are like really new. I mean, one of the songs we played tonight called "Last Time As Cops," like I took it to the studio, and everyone was a bit like. I sent it to Reese, like just kind of really kind of ordinary kind of just version I did on my own computer or whatever, and he was like, yeah, it's okay, and then I kind of jammed it for him on acoustic, and he was like, yeah, I'm kind of feeling it, it's kind of a bit better, and now it's like one of our favourite songs. Yeah. Like, it's just one of those kind of, I always kind of hear bands like say that the kind of the one that they least expect often turns out to be the one that they like the most. Yeah. And it's totally the same with that. We kind of wrote it in the studio. He kind of made it, bounced around some ideas with each other and kind of slowed it down and then sped it up, and then just ended up with this kind of same song but just a bit kind of tweaked, and it really worked really well. So yeah, so some new ones, and then we've got the 4 EP tracks as well, some of which we've kind of re-recorded bits. We've kind of tried to we've added some extra guitar tracks to kind of beef them up a bit, and redone some of the vocals, because we did all the vocals in like a day, actually no, in an afternoon for the EP. Alright. So by the end of the day I was just, the next day I was drinking, I had a 5 litre bottle of water and like a 2 litre bottle of Jack Daniels, and I was just like, water, drink, water, drink, and then the next morning we were driving home, I was like, okay, let's just go. Okay, cool. Because I was just, I'd wrecked myself. Yeah. So I was like, I mean, he did obviously did a good job of covering up the fact that we did it in a day. But you know, there was definitely the added benefit of time was like huge. It was so nice that we could go in and record for a bit and then be like, that's not your best, right? Let's just stop, go home, come back, first thing in the morning, go for that high note, and then move on, you know what I mean? Obviously not first thing in the morning, I mean 6 in the evening, obviously. I mean, first thing in the morning for me is 6 in the evening, that's fine, like. But yeah, so we're all really excited about it, and hopefully we're kind of looking into getting some PR and sending it out to management, and hopefully getting some distribution. So
when's the release date, or do you not have one as yet?
Absolutely no idea. We're kind of trying to take it a bit slow, because with the EP we just literally got it as soon as we got a rough mix of anything we put it on MySpace, and then as soon as we got a better mix we put it on MySpace, and then as soon as we got the final mix we put it on MySpace, and then we just printed the CDs and sent them out as soon as we could, because we were just like, we had no idea what we were doing. Yeah. So we were just like, have it, and then we eventually got in touch with some PR companies, and they were like, well, have you already kind of released it? And we were like, wow, as much as you can say that you've kind of released, kind of like, yeah, we've kind of released it, I don't know, maybe. And they were like, well, we can't really work with you because you've already released it, so we need to have it like, so there's like a 2-3 month or whatever like gap, so there we go, it's done, then there's the release date, and then so you can build up to it. So what we're trying to do now, and basically with this tour as well, is build up our profile, so hopefully we can actually do a proper release and people actually care that we've released an album, you know what I mean, and then have it reviewed in all the magazines instead of just, I mean, to be fair, we did have it reviewed in Kerrang, which was really nice, but just to have it done in all the magazines and all the major press, and yeah. So we're trying to do it properly. We're trying to be